So let us take the first requirement. So what is the first requirement? Create a function, call me, which takes name, age as parameter, return salary. So what is the requirement here? They want you to create a function called call me, which takes the parameter name and age. Okay, and they want you to return salary. But what is the logic they told? If age is above 30 years, then salary is 50. If age is less than or equal to 30, then salary is 30. Right? So let us start creating this use case now. Let us start with the create. Let me make it. J&U students are very quiet in the classroom. Outside, they're not quiet. Right. Chalo, go ahead with this. So go ahead with the first use case. Everyone has done that. The first use case. So what is the format? Now, what is the name of the method I asked you to create? Call me. What value they are asking you to return? Salary. Now, how did I take 50,000, 30K? I didn't give any decimals. I gave 50,000, 30,000. So what I can take? Integer. Integer. Call me. What are the parameters we are supposed to take? String, name, integer, age. Then, what is the other data we want? Salary. So I can take integer, salary. What is the logic I asked you to create? If age is above 30, age is above 30, then we want salary to be 50,000. Else I told salary is 30,000. Then I asked you to return salary. Then again, go back to the next. The second use case. Everybody is good with the first one. Do not copy the programs. Make an attempt of writing. If you're not followed, ask me. I'll take one more example. If you're copying the program, you don't get anything out of it. I'm making very clear, boss. Make an attempt from your own end. If you're not followed, let me know. I can take two more examples to get you. But do not copy the programs. If you copy, there is no use. Right. And you're going to claim 3 or 4 years of experience by copying, you'll not achieve it. Yeah.
Sati,
yes.
Since we have only one statement in the if, so we don't need any braces, right?
We can remove it. Just this is to avoid the confusion to the new learner that when to put a braces, when to remove a braces. I am following a standard format of braces. Okay. Down when you get into good level of programming, then we start implementing some good practices. Okay. Yeah. The next, go ahead with the next one. Use case number 2. Start implementing the use case. Start implementing use case number 2. Create a function, invoke, which it takes industry and rating as parameter, return ownership. If industry is education, rating is cold, then set ownership as public, else ownership is private. Else ownership is private. Now, let us get back to this. Now, what we are supposed to return? Ownership. What type of ownership we have here? String here. So, go back to the string. String. We have method name called invoke. and we are having industry, comma, string rating. Then I told we are supposed to return ownership, string ownership. If industry equal to education, rating equal to, if industry equal to education, rating equal to code, ownership equal to ownership is, then you are supposed to return the value. This is how we have taken. I hope you are good with this. Yeah. Now, the same hard copies are given to you. You can practice these use cases at the home. We will discuss the further examples in the next question. Right. Look at the next one. Go ahead with the use case number 5. Whatever
Hi,
that I'm
Satish.
not 1 minute. Whatever I'm not covering in the class, the use cases are there. All the lists I have given. Whatever I'm not covered, okay, just do it at the home. If you have any queries in the next class, we'll discuss it. Right. The same hard copy was given. Now start implementing use case number 5. Start implementing use case number 5. After every topic, I'll be giving Excel, one hard copy of use cases. You implement those use cases at the home, come back to the class, then we'll discuss the use cases. Okay, that can reduce some time in the class. Yeah. Yeah.
And Satish, how about online people?
I'll be sharing this
Do you
file.
send an email or something?
I'll be sharing this file.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll be sharing this file. Now, the use case number 5. Start implementing use case number 5. Start implementing use case number 5. Everyone, start implementing use case number 5.
While comparing, is double quotes is allowed, Satish?
Compare is
Double
always
quotes?
done with a double quote summer. This is
No,
comparing.
in the previous example, double quotes,
Yeah, I have given.
cold or
Right. Always double quotes.
not double equal to double quotes. Education should be in double quotes quotation.
Yeah, it's a single quote. There's a string box.
Double, yeah, okay. Yeah, double quotes are not
No.
allowed, right?
In the Salesforce, the
Okay.
string is given as single
Okay.
quote.
Yeah, some programming languages allows double
Exactly.
quotes.
So
So
basically, if you take a Java, C++, and .NET, we go with the double quotes. Right? So
yeah,
in the
okay.
JavaScript and the Apex programming, we have single quotes.
Okay, perfect.
What is it? They have given for loops. They'll give one more copy. Wait. That's it. Tomorrow's use case actually. Right. Okay.
Satish, can you please show me solution number 1 just for a moment?
Right.
Thank you.
Start implementing use case number 5. This is the reason why I give hard copies. So that people don't ask me to show the examples. Right. Now, go ahead with the use case 5. Start implementing use case 5. So, what was the function? Get result, which will take internal marks, external marks as parameter, return result. Result is what? First class, second class, pass, fail. What type of result we are getting? String.
Satish,
Yeah,
greater than 40 means greater than
that's what I'm explaining.
60 also it will come, right?
I'm explaining it.
Yeah, sure.
Get result. What are they taking? Internal marks. Internal marks, external marks they have given. Then I was supposed to take total then what I was supposed to give, first condition, if total marks, okay, I give total marks, so I will give it as total marks. If total marks greater than 80, then I was supposed to give string, then result equal to, if it is not greater than 80, it will come to what? If it is not greater than 80, it will come to else. If it is above 80, it will go to if. If it is not above 80, it will comes to else. Then I gave, in the else I gave if total marks above 60, I told result is if it is above 80, if will come. If it is not above 80, comes to else. In the else I told if total marks is above 60, then result equal to. If it is not above 60, it will come to else. If it is not above 60, it comes to else. If it is,
And Satish,
could you wait
we
for
are
a minute?
declaring the total marks. Yes.
Wait for it. Do not interrupt me. One explanation is
Okay.
now. So we gave next one. So it is above 40. Now if it is not above 60, comes to else. If total marks above 40, then I told result. Then else means what? Else means what? Not above 40. Not above 40 means okay, equal to 40 or less than 40. Then what I told? Result equal to. Then we have run. Now look at the format here. What is the first one I have taken? If total marks is above 80. Now I got, let us say 90 marks I got. Then what is the condition? Above 90 greater than 80. This condition is true. When this condition is true, will the else will run? The else will not run. When I got 90 marks, total marks above 80, if condition will run, that is the end of the game. Right? Suppose if I get 70, then what happened? If it is above 70, what is the condition? Above 80, false. When it is false, come to else. Okay, 70 above 60, yes. Result equal to second class. Result equal to second class, that is the end of the game. Suppose if I got 50, above 80, false, come to else. Above 60, false, come to else. Above 50, okay, above 40, yes. Now, if else, now I am checking, is it above 80? True. No, not above 80. If it is false, then check above. Above 60, true, no issue. No, false. False, then check above. True, okay. No, it is not true. I hope you got my point. First check above 80, true, if condition is true. False, else. In the else again what I am doing? Check above 60. If above 60, true, do it. No, false, then come to else. In the else what we are doing? Above 40, true. Else, finally, what I am giving here? I am giving result. I am giving a result. I hope everybody is good with this example. I hope everyone is good with this example. Yes, go ahead with your question. What is your question, boss?
In top, like we mentioned, like integer total marks equal to internal plus external, right? It's like we can declare integer total marks and then in the next line total marks equal to internal plus.
We can do it. In both the ways.
That one. Okay, and the other one is like else. In else loop, we have other defined if, right? Is it like else if and then? Okay.
Now, right. Let me make it
VLC.
simple. See, let me make it very simple things for the new learners. Let me not make complex. Right.
Okay.
To make it easy understanding, I'm going with if else. I can make it if else if. Okay, but it will not be understandable to the new learners. Right.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. Right, boss. People have followed this. Everyone is good with this example. Okay. Now let us
So
go with the
Satish, how we got to know?
sixth example. Let us go with the sixth example. Example number 6. Yes, Amma.
How we got to know that we need to take integer here, not decimal? Can we take decimal too?
Now, 1 minute. See, I told you, I want to take 30, 40, I have taken integer. You want to take 30.4, 40.4, you take decimal.
Okay.
Now, depends upon the data what you're taking, you have to decide it. I want to take a data of 30, 40, I'm taking integer. You want to take 30.4, 40.4, you take decimal. See, the programming, the data type depends upon the data what you want to take. I want to take my data in this format, I have taken integer. You want to take
Okay.
in the form of decimal, you take it decimal, no issue with that. Okay, Nama?
Mhm. Okay,
Yes.
fine. Thank you.
See, you are intelligent, you can understand if else if. Some new learners are there. First time they're learning, they have to learn simplified format. Right. There's not only if else, there's 100 ways of writing it. I can go with the case also. Question is out of our learning, whatever is the possibilities there, we are doing it. Yeah. Right. Next, implement the use case number 6, everyone. Use case number 6. Implement use case number 6. Use case number
Yes, boss.
6. Use case number 6. The similar type of example I gave. Use case number 6. Implement use case number 6. So how we are implementing? What is the value they are expecting? Salary. Now what is the salary value I have given? I told written 90,000, 50,000. It is in the form of integer. It is in the form of integer. So you are supposed to take integer value. Now I ask you to return salary. When I ask you to return the salary, it is expected in the form of integer. Integer set data. What is the parameter they are asking you to take? Experience. Now experience I give as what? 10, 7, 5. So I'll take it as integer. Then you are supposed to take integer. Now the condition, if experience is greater than or equal to 10, salary equal to. There is a simplified version than doing this, but as it is a basic programs, we are making it a simple format. We can write it, we can reduce the code with a better one. Okay, there is a better way of implementing the logic, but to make it simple, we are going with a basic format of writing the code. Else, if it is not above, 10, then what we do? If experience is above, then I give salary equal to else. If it is not above 7, if experience is above or equal to 5. Then salary equal to else salary is. Then we are going to give written salary. I hope everyone is clear. I hope everyone is clear with this. Now we are writing if, within the else we are writing if condition. Right, boss? Okay. Next, try to understand the next condition here. Everyone is good with that? So remaining use cases, you can try. Whatever I have not implemented here, you can make an attempt at your house. Right? Any issues are there, we can discuss tomorrow. Okay. Let us go to the next one. Look at the point. Now generally, if, look at the point. Statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, statement 4. Now if it is a condition, look at the point. If condition is true, if the condition is true, we write 1, 2. If condition is true, 3 will run, 4, 5. If condition is false, 1, 2, 4. If I don't write flower bracket, only the statement after the if will be under the control of if. If there is only one statement which you want to execute when the condition is true, no need to write a flower bracket. When you want a group of statements, we write a flower bracket. When you have only one statement to execute, then what we do? No need of writing flower bracket. If I say if condition statement 3, so if the condition is true, statement 3 will run. Condition is false, statement 3 will not run. Are you getting my point here? Are you getting my point? Is that was clear for everyone? So when you have a group of statements, we write the flower bracket. When there is no group of statement, we write only single statement. Okay, directly we can write. Now let us take this example now. Let us make it as a better one. This program will try to improve it. The same program will try to improve it. Now tell me, how do you improve it? First, integer, call me, string name, integer. What we have? If age is above 30, there is only one line, right? So I can give salary equal to 3,000. People have followed. This is the better way of writing the code, because there is only one statement. We can avoid the flower bracket. We have taken the flower bracket for everything to make you to understand this is if. If you are comfortable with the if there is only one line, we can straight away write it. I hope you are good. I hope you are good. Okay. If there is more than one statement, we have to put it in a flower bracket. Okay. Now write this code also. Now write this code. Write this code again. Improved version.
Satish, by removing this, are we achieving like a coding standards or something?
Yeah. Performance will increase. Number of lines have decreased, right? Number of lines are directly proportional to performance. Now go with this. Go with the solution. Next one. Go with the improved version.
String writing. And next line. String ownership. If
So
industry.
how many statements are there? There are only one statement.
Manage. And rating equals to called. Then ownership equals to public. Else ownership private. And return ownership.
When you have a group of statements, we will put it in a flower bracket. Single statement, straight away we can use it. Okay. I hope you are good with
So
this.
Satish,
Yeah.
indentation doesn't matter, right? Here.
No.
Okay.
Right. Now let us go to the next one. Let us go to the next one. We are trying to understand next concept. I hope you are good with this. Flower bracket we put when we have group of statement. If it is a single statement, no need of flower bracket. That's come again. What was it? Multiple? What is trying to ask you was? If you have, come again. I didn't get your question again.
In this example.
One minute, boss. Class. 1 minute. After if condition, you want to check one more if condition. After if you want to check one more if condition, there will be two independent. Now if else is different, if is different. If is what? If condition, one condition, second if. Both are not connected, both are independent. If else is, if this is true, do it, else come to this. Okay. Now look at the next one. Everyone here. Statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, then I have, okay, let me make it some flower bracket here to get the condition. I have statement 3, statement 4, then I have if, else, if, else if, straight away I can give, else, if, mute your mic, someone from online. Let me not repeat it every time, boss.
Sorry to interrupt you, Satish. Is it a good programming practice if the flower brackets are aligned so that people can understand the scope of this flower bracket is here to here?
Yeah, exactly.
If you align it properly. Because you are starting a flower bracket after if condition and then.
See, this is how you are supposed to write. This is how the format of writing is. Now to make it understanding, if you write it, people also write it in the same way. Got it? Where you're writing the program, this is the format in which you are supposed to write. This is the format in which you are supposed to write. Okay. Now we are typing in a notepad. Aligning is very difficult here. When you go to the developer console, I'll be able to do it. Okay. Now look at the point. This is how the code we have written. Now look at this. If condition 1, if the condition 1, statement 3, statement 4. Else if condition 2, statement 5, statement 6. Else if condition 3, statement 7, statement 8. Else. So probably while you're doing the program, you might have practiced in this format. If condition this is not the right way of writing the program. This is not the right way of the program. Right. Syntactic will not give. You are supposed to have the practice of programming. This is the way of writing the conditions. This is not the right way of writing the code. Got it? This is not the right way. You are supposed to put this. Now you are indicating this is the scope of this. This is how you are supposed to write it. Okay. Else, if scope will start from here, else scope will start from here. Okay. It may be visually very good if you take this, but practically when you are supposed to write it, this is the way of writing the program. Right, boss? Okay. Now look at this. Now what we have? Statement 1, statement 2, if condition, statement 3, statement 4, else if, condition 2, now what was that? If, else, if this is not true, come again, check this. If this is not true, come again, check this. If this is not true, come again, do this. Now look at the point, how we are giving here. Condition 1. Condition 1 is true. What is the output we are getting? 1, 2, 3. Condition 1 false. Condition 2 true. Then we had 1, 2. Condition 1 is false. So 3, 4 will not be executed. We go to else. In the else I told condition 2 true. We have 5, 6. Condition 1 false. Condition 2 false. Condition 3. Then what happened? 1, 2. If condition failed, came to else. Else. If condition failed, come to else. In the else we checked the condition 3. So what happened? 7, 8. Then we had condition 1 false, condition 2 false, condition 3 false. What is the format we have? 1, 2, 9, 10. Right. Now condition if, else. Now that means before checking the if, I don't have any other logic. When do I to go with this? Suppose if I want to do a logic like this, look at the point. When I go with this one, suppose if I want to go if condition please mute your mics. I want some logic to be verified before I check the condition. Then I will take like this. If else, run this logic, then check the condition. No, I don't want to do anything. My condition is like this. If condition in this case, instead of writing like this, I can prefer this. Suppose if you have if condition statements, else some statements, condition, then this is only the way in which you have to write it. If you have a logic like this, if condition, else, if condition, now this, when I come to else, no extra logic is running, directly I am checking what? Condition. There is no extra logic running. Directly I am checking what? Condition. In that case, this is the optimal solution. Did you get my point here? Now if you have if, else, statement 1, statement 2, if condition. Before you check the condition, you want some logic to run. Then this is only the way in which we can write. No, if condition, else, directly we are checking the condition, then this is the way in which we can write the code. I hope you got my point. Right? Now, let us look at your previous example, optimize it. This is the code what I have. Let us optimize it. Now,
Hello.
let me finish.
Hello.
Let me finish. Please do not interrupt for every line, boss. Now look at the point. So what we are doing here, get result. So here, I got it. So what we are supposed to do, if total marks above 80. First class. Then I came to else. Else, if total marks is above 60. If it is 60, result equal to then no, else if total marks greater than 40. Else this is what we got. Then I am giving if above 80, this is the value. Not above 80, else if total marks are above 60. No, it is not above 60 also. Else if total marks is above okay, above 40. Else result equal to fail. This is what I am checking. Check the code. I hope you got my point. Why I was able to do this? Because if, else, if, immediately I wrote a if condition. That is the reason I am writing if total marks above 80, result, else if total marks above 60, result. I hope you are getting my point. I hope you are clear with these conditions. I hope you are clear with this condition. Right. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody is asking a question.
Yeah, the condition for second condition will also match for above 80 too.
No, see.
So it will always be second class or pass. Right?
1 minute. You are mistaken. When do I come to else? When do I come to else? If it is not above 80. If it is above 80, here only the operation will kind of stop, right? I will not come to else. If else means what? If condition 1 is true, only that if will run. When do I come to this else? When do this, okay, when the value is not above 80, then only I will come to else. If it is above 80, if will run, stop the operation. Did you get the point? Somebody from online has asked me the question. Is that was clear?
I don't think it will stop there.
1 minute. Let me complete somebody's question. Yes, Syed, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it will stop there. Right? It
You are
will
supposed to stop.
execute for subsequent statements too.
See, what is the kind of purpose of if else, boss? What is the purpose of if else? Now, if you want every statement to run, why are you taking if else? What is the purpose of if else? The core objective of if else is what? What is the meaning of if else? What is the meaning of if else? If this condition is true, run this. If condition is false, run this. if you want to run both the things, what is the use of giving this if else? Directly give statement 1, statement 2. Now, statement 1, statement 2. If you want both the statements to run, what is the use of writing if else? If you want both the statements to run, what is the use of writing the if else? Straight away we can give statement 1, statement 2, both will run. Now, why did he give if else? If condition statement 1, else statement 2. What does it mean? I want only statement 1 or statement 2 to run. I don't want both of them to run. I want only either statement 1 or statement 2 to run. Then only I will give if else. Do you get my point here?
In that case, I would also add and less than,
The condition
less
is
than 80.
now you are merging different things now. Now and everything will come here in the condition. The condition will have and operators. Now the point here is, when you want a group of statements to run, only when a condition is true, we take this. When you want the group of statements to run, when the condition is false, we will take this.
Okay.
Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Yes, Satish, go ahead. What is your query? Make it faster, man. Satish, go ahead with your query.
Hello, Satish. I have a question.
Meanwhile, other people can write this code, the same code. People can write. Meanwhile, example number 6, you re-implement this. Meanwhile, other people can implement this. Meanwhile, other people can implement this. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's take, we have 30, like in between last else, we have, we are checking the conditions for 30 items, like greater than 10, greater than 9, 7. If it is the last one, if we are going in a transactional way, right, from top to bottom. So it has to check all the conditions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and at the bottom it will check the last one.
Obviously.
Yeah. So I mean the time will be consumed more, right, for checking all these 9 conditions, and it will come to the 10th one.
Okay. Now.
So is there any optimal way? Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
See, now the point here is, we want to check when the first condition is not true, then only we have to come to the second condition. There is no other way in which we can write this. There is no other way.
Okay, so
this is, yeah, this is only the
okay. This is optimal way. Okay, yeah, thanks.
And online people, please ask your question when other people are taking exercises. While theory is going on, do not interrupt the class, boss. While other people are taking the exercises, when people are writing the program, then you ask your question. Do not interrupt during the regular explanation. Online people, please do not interrupt the class during the explanation. When other people are writing the program, you can ask your question. Meanwhile, I'll be answering your question now. Please do not interrupt at every line. Please understand, say, we have a huge crowd here. Please ask your question when other people are taking the exercises, so that you do not disturb the regular people. Right. Now, any query? Any query? Right. Any query now from any online? So now like this, when people are writing the programs, then you can ask your question. So I'll be free to answer your question. Right. Now, what is the format in which you are writing here? So what I'm doing? Integer, set data. So I was giving integer. Then I have integer. What is the condition? If experience is above, then I have, there is only one statement. I can straight away put here. Then else if, now if it is not above 10, then only it comes to else. Okay. So when this come to this else, if it is between 10 to 7, it will come. If it is above 10, first condition is true. It will not come to second. If it is between 10 to 7, second condition will come. else if then we had salary, then I have written
Salary.
right, boss. I hope you are good with this example, right? Good with this example. Anyone has any query on this? Yeah. Any query? Class enaka? Which condition? See, when you say experience, if I write experience greater than 5 here, experience greater than 7 here. Now will it come to third one? Right? Checking the condition, but we will come to third one. In any case, we will come to third one. If it is above 7, it is above 5 also, no? Right. Now,
So
if
Satish,
the second
you are
condition
getting
fail, I
less
have to come to
than,
third condition. If the second condition fail, then I have to come to third condition. Right. Yes. Right.
I was saying it may be a good idea to start from the top range and then slowly go
Exactly.
bottom.
Exactly. See, the funda is simple. When I say above 7, when I say above 5, anything, everyone quiet, sit properly, listen first. Right. Now, when I say above 5, it can be above 5, it can be 6, it can be 7, it can be 8, it can be 10. When I say above 5, else above 7, else above 7, it never comes to else, because above 7 will be, above 5 means what? Above 5 means what? Above 5 means it will be 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. Right. So when I say above 5, always the first condition is true. Second condition never be true. There is a reason we are supposed to mention above 5, above 7, above 5. If it is above 7, 8, 9, right? If it is not above 7, then it comes to above 5. Above 5 means 6. Are you getting my point? So if you are taking this one, top to bottom is the right approach. I hope you are good. Okay. Okay. Let us get into the next one. Let us get into the next one. We are trying to understand the next concept here. Our next concept is for loop. How to define a for loop. I hope everyone is good with this example.
Yes, Satish.
I hope everyone is good with this example. Let us go to the next context. Remaining examples what I have given, people can try from your end. If you have any queries, let me know. The question number we'll discuss in the class. Okay, couple of other exercises I have given there. The rest of the things you can try from your end. If you have any difficulty, we'll discuss in the class. Let us get into the next one. What was that? For loop. What is a for loop? Why we are trying to use it? What is a for loop? Why we are trying to use it? Now look at this. Look at this one here. I have a void show. Try to understand this concept. Everyone here. I have some statements here. Now, I was trying to run this program. In the execution of the program, I gave like this. I told Tell me what is the output we are going to get now. If I run this program, what is the output we are going to get? 4, 5, 6. Then what happened? Show is running. What is happening? Show is running. When you say show, everyone listen here. Stop the discussion. People are excited if they understand. Immediately they want to explain to someone. Right. So what was that? 4, 5, 6. Then I call a show. When I say show, 1, 2, 3. Then immediately again 7, 8, 9. Then again I told show. 1, 2, 3. People have followed the execution, right? People have followed. Whenever we call that function, all the statements in the function are going to execute. Whenever I call a function, all the statements in the function are going to execute. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. Whenever we call a function, all the statements in the function are going to be executed. But now, what I want the same statements to run 10 times. I want the same statements to run 20 times. Here the statements are running. Whenever I say show, it is running. Again, if you want to run, one more time show. Again, if you want to run, one more time. What is my requirement? I want to run like this. 1, 2, 3. Like this, 100 times I want to run. Then what should I do? I have to say show. I would write 100 times. When you want the same action to run number of times, when you want same statements to run number of times at a stretch you want some statements to run number of times, then we have a concept called loop. Run this 10 times, run this 40 times, run this 100 times. When you want the same set of statements to run continuously for 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, then I go for loop. So how you define the loops? Look at the point. When you say loops, the popular one is your for loop, while loop, okay, do while, all this stuff. But we are much interested on only for. We are interested only on for. Now for we are trying to take. Now how the for will do? You want to run the loop. How many times you want to run the loop? I told boss, okay, run 10 times. I told go to ground, run 10 times. Then what will you do? When you start, I'll say count 1, count 2, count 3. I'll count it, right? Every time you complete one round, I'll say count 1, count 2, count 3. Then what do? You have to start your count from some number. Somebody will say 11, 12, 13, 14. Somebody will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Somebody will start from 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to run the operation number of times and you are supposed to count it. And I am asking you, your count will start from which number? You tell me from which number you want to start your count. It is your choice. Okay. Then what I am doing? For statement 1, statement 2, or I can see param 1, param 2, param 3. So what is this param? Param 1, initial value. What do you mean by initial value? Count starts from. You want to start your count from which number? I want to start my count from 1. So I'll say count equal to 1. So next time 2, 3, 4. I want to start my count from 0. So I'll take, initial parameter 1, count equal to 0. So next time 1, 0 to 1, 2, 3. I say count has to start from 100. Okay. Then I'll say 101, 102, 103. Then param 2. Termination. When I should stop doing the work? When I should stop? I told run 10 times. I am taking the count as 1. So once the count reaches 10, then what should I ask you? Stop doing the operation. Only 10 times you are supposed to do. Once you reach 10 times, stop. So when you are supposed to stop, termination. Termination. When I was supposed to stop doing this, do the work again and again. When should I stop? That is a termination condition. Now, increment. Increment. Now, what is this increment? Now, you want to say, generally what we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody want to say 100, 99, 98, 97, 96. It is also a count. Somebody want to say 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right? So how your count is going? Is your count is incrementing, decrementing? Incrementing by 1 or decrementing by 1? Incrementing by 5, decrementing by 5. How you want to increment? I want to say run the job 10 times. Somebody will say, I'll start with 1. Okay, I'll start with 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like this. Somebody say 100, 90, 80, 70, 60. How you are counting? Depends upon the style in which you want to count, you will give. Generally, we say I plus plus. That means increment by 1. Start with 1, increment by 2. 1 completed, 3. Completed, 4. When I say I minus minus, decrementing. 10, 9, 8, 7. When I say I equal to I plus 5, then 0, 5, 10, 15. I told I equal to I minus 5. Let us say 90, 100, 95, 90, 80. How you want to take? General practice is what? I plus plus. Increment by 1. If you want to decrement, I minus minus. So how many conditions we have? Initial condition, termination condition, parameter. Initial, termination, parameter. I hope you are good. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Then how you write? For integer I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Then I told system.debug. When I say I, what happened? So the loop will run like this. What is the initial value? I started with 1. What is the termination condition? Termination. When the condition is false, 1 less than or equal to 10, it is what? True. When it is true, run the operation. What is the operation? Value. What is the value of I? 1. Completed. Everything in that scope is completed. Then again, increment the I value I 1. Then termination. What was that? 2 less than or equal to 10. Then run the scope. What is the scope? Value. Then again I plus plus. Increment by 1. Three less than or equal to 10. Condition is 2. Then run. Like this. I equal to 10. Termination. 10 less than or equal to 10. To print. Then I equal to I plus 1, 11. So when I go to termination, 11 less than or equal to 10. When the condition is false, it will stop. When the condition is false, it will stop. I hope you are good with this. Right? Now, depends upon your requirement, you have to take the logic. Depends upon your requirement, you have to take the logic. Depends upon your requirement, you have to take the logic. I hope you are good with this. I hope you are good. Now, let us take the next example. So look at this. Now, this is for, this is the scope. For scope, I am asking run the scope number of times. What is the name of the scope? For. I am saying run the scope number of times, for which I have taken initial condition. Integer I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Every time you complete, increment the count by 1. Yes, sir. Generally, I told you already, scope has to start from here. Okay, probably you might have be more comfortable in looking like this, but you are supposed to. This is the right way of writing it. Syntactically, it is the right way. Okay. I hope you are good with this. Clear? Okay. Now, let us take the quick example. Do the first example. Create a for loop to print the values 1 to 10. Write the first example. Create a for loop to print values 1 to 10.
Hey, Satish.
Yes, Amma.
Actually, I didn't get it. Can you please tell me one more time? The termination and increment
Now,
in initial value.
now you are counting. If you count, how you count? Started. You're going to start your count from 1. Okay. Then second one time, once he complete the round, are you going to take 2 or 3?
2.
2. That means what? Plus 1, right? Once you complete, you are incrementing by plus 1. How you say plus 1? I plus plus means increment by 1. So once you have
Okay.
completed, the next count will be 2. Next count is
Mm-hmm.
3. Right. Like this tool, what you have to complete? How many times you have to complete? I told till I is less than or equal to 10, I told. So when I equal
Okay.
to 10, it will run. When I equal to 11,
Oh,
what happens? Stop.
okay. It will
Because I
stop.
told
Okay.
stop when this condition is false. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When the condition is
Got it.
false, stop doing it. Now, how did you write the loop, Amma? So you are taken for
Yeah. So
integer.
for I equals to 1, I less than or equals to 10, I plus plus, and then scope system dot debug I.
You want to print it, you can take it.
Yeah, print it that way, you know.
Right. The next one, write the loop to print the values from 51 to 60. So what I have taken? Here I want start the count from integer I equal to 51, I less than or equal to 60. System dot debug. Now, let me do it in the other way. I'll take one more. Create a for loop. This from 100 to. Write a for loop to print the values from 100 to 90. Now, here we are going to take reverse way. So, how we are going to take for integer I equal to 100, I is okay greater than or equal to 90. System dot debug. This is going to give 100 to 90. This for loops you can execute from anonymous window. Functions you cannot execute, but this for loops you can execute from anonymous window. Okay. I hope you are good. Now try the remaining from your end. We'll discuss in the next class. Try this remaining from your end. Try this remaining from your end. We'll discuss in the next class. Right.
Regarding this, since we are printing only one debug, this thing, Then we remove the this flower bracket
Generally,
as we did for.
We can remove it. It's not an issue. But generally, we could take a group of statements. Okay.
Okay.
Generally, we take a group of.
Since it is one statement, we can remove it.
Yes, exactly. Now, online people can access these use cases, what I told, and complete the use cases, what I'm giving here. Now, online people, is again my request, please do not interrupt